Recently, my student Aryan came to visit. He was a student at a small education center that I founded. I remember during one of the group activities, he shared that he was losing faith in the school community and that he felt alienated. I remember crying at the time, hearing what he was describing, the situation that he was going through. I'm glad he eventually regained faith in his peers and has flourished as a young man. He just graduated from college and he was thinking about whether he should do a medical degree or an astrophysics degree. We discussed about that. I gave him some of my thoughts, and then at the end I told him that either way he chose would be a good choice. And then one of the advice that I gave him was to try to think back during his earlier days what interests he had as a very young person, because Einstein wrote in one of his books that a person actually knew intuitively what they wanted to do when they were young. So I asked him that, and then he said if it is for that question, it's an easy answer for him, which is astrophysics, because he remember he had a lot of interest even when he was young in astrophysics. But then he also said something that I think is very wise. He said that he wanted to choose a career in such a way that when it's during his lowest time of his life, he would still be happy that he chose that career. And I really appreciated that, because that shows the maturity that he has gained. If you think about it in terms of career choices, there are usually two sides. One side is that you should go for your dream, and then the other side is that be practical. There are a percentage of the population that if they don't choose what they are meant to do, either a scientist, athletes, or any or musician or any sort of career, then it will be a loss for them and also a loss for the world. But for majority of us, we might not even know what we wanted to do when we were young. Or we could try and then we found out that we might not have enough talent or inclination, or we might have given all and we might even have the talent, but like I mentioned in the first episode of the Youth Dharma, there are other conditions that we couldn't control in such a way that we don't get to do what we want to as a dream job. If in that case, it would not be the end of the world, because I strongly believe that whatever is inside us will come out in whatever career we choose. Let's use Aryan's as an example. Let's say he eventually decided to be a doctor. I would believe that his passion for astronomy would come out in his career, in the sense that maybe he used his love for science and data analysis in his work as a doctor. On the other hand, if he decided to be an astrophysicist, I believe that he'll carry his caring attitude from the love of a medical degree to his profession as an astrophysicist. So that's what I believe, because that is the core of our being. And eventually he told me he decided to be an astrophysicist. I told him I'm really happy for him, and then I look forward to catching up with him one of these days about his decision. I just wanted to share this, especially for the youth, about choosing a career. Hopefully this is helpful.